Hey everyone, Tony Ivanov here. I just want to start out the video by saying my condolences go out to anyone affected by the shooting at Las Vegas last night. Absolutely tragic event. I was up last night up until around 2 a.m. just watching the live events unfold. Um, really tragic. Over 60 people dead, I think. Over 500 people injured at some country concert at the Mandolin Bay. So yeah, hope you all are safe. Hope none of you were directly affected by it. If you were, I'm extremely sorry for your loss. Yeah, very tragic. So that's why I wasn't able to wake up this morning and make my daily watch list. Just because I was up all night, just wondering and hoping that everyone was okay and safe. Whenever events like this happen, I'm always listening to the police scanner, just seeing whatever good news can come out of this. So yeah, I apologize that I wasn't able to release my watch list, and I also missed like the first half hour of the market open. So I'm sorry for anyone who is looking to have my watch lists and my alerts to trade on. But also, you cannot depend on someone else for your trading. That's one very crucial thing I want to get across is that you can use like mentors and guru picks like mine as a tool to study, but you do not want to depend on them. So for whatever alerts I release on social media and Twitter, it doesn't mean that you have to trade them. I'm just showing you what has potential. You have to make your own decision on whether or not you want to trade it or not. Um, so I woke up around a half hour late. I was looking at my scanners and I saw on the Nasdaq, ECYT had some news released. They had an 8K about an acquisition. Bring it over right here. ECYT. They they completed an acquisition um, with a biochemical compound, and and now they have the rights to sell it and commercialize it. So yeah, pretty strong news. That's one of the top ones I was watching today, mainly because when I hopped on my computer, it was already half hour into the market open, so I just looked for the biggest percentage gainers on whatever had news, because that's what I always try to trade. My main catalyst to trade is on news because that has the most momentum. Everyone looks for these news plays and they're gonna buy into those. So if you can find the news plays, that's a very good tool for momentum. So yeah, this scanner here is equity feed. If you want to try it out, oops, where'd it go? If you want to try it out, there's a free 2-week trial down below. No credit card needed whatsoever. So I highly recommend you check it out because it helps me find all the stocks that I trade. That and Twitter are my two main tools to find stocks. I didn't really see much in the OTC market. Let me pull over this scanner. There was this one right here, EPAZ. They were going to launch a crowdfunding campaign, but I didn't like it just because, I don't know, I didn't really look at it. Like I said, I woke up kind of late. I woke up kind of drowsy, so I wasn't in the best state of mind to trade today. And I should have recognized that because I took a like a $75 loss because I wasn't in the right state of mind. I wasn't prepared, I wasn't ready, and I tried to force a trade. So I traded ECYT. Let me bring it up. I'm just going to recap ECYT today. I'm not going to go into any other stocks. I'm just going to show you what I did wrong. We're about to have another breakout actually on the ECYT. Um, but I bought this at around $2.26. Now we're up to 2.88. So if I just held, I would be up a pretty penny, but I had to respect my loss or my stop loss. So I cut my losses quickly, Let's go to the 1 minute. But yeah, let me just look at this real fast. Oh, excuse me. Just draw out these support and resistance levels real fast just so I can have them saved for later. Okay, so I saw ECYT up in this level right here. I saw it make this high of day at around 234-ish. Then oh, wrong tool. 234-ish, and then I saw it have a small pullback, but it held above this 213 level, the previous high of day. And we were just kind of bouncing around in this channel here, and I was expecting it to excuse me. I was expecting it to break the high of day and continue on up, but I bought too soon. I was too impatient. I think on this candle right here, there was a lot of buying volume out of nowhere. Just breaking out again. Okay, breakouts at 294. I saw a lot of buying volume, and I was trying to predict the breakout, which is a super bad idea because you should never predict stocks. You should react. That's what sets traders apart, the good traders and bad traders. And today I acted like a bad trader. Like I said, my mind wasn't in the right place. I woke up late. I woke up drowsy. I didn't get that much sleep, so my own fault. You have to understand that trading it's a huge mental game. So if you're not in the right state of mind mentally, then you're not going to perform the best that you can. So I need to recognize that for sure. So I'm telling you guys that too, so you can recognize it as well. So yeah, I bought into this candle because I saw there was a lot of buying happening here on the time and sales on the level 2. So I placed a market order for 900 shares and it filled at around 226, and then I saw it immediately pull back, so I instantly recognized that I bought it way too soon and it was a very dumb mistake. So I now by this point I recognize that I'm going to be taking a loss, so I just try to make the loss as small as possible. So I sold my shares around 219, near the bottom actually, unfortunately. I mean, bottom was 216, so at least I didn't sell at the very bottom, but very poorly planned trade. My my original plan was to buy on the breakout at 234 and sell at around 275-ish. And you can see now we're at 290, so it was a good plan, terrible execution, and I didn't stick to my plan. That's what the problem is. I told you guys in last night's video lesson, at the very end of that lesson, I was telling you guys, like, make sure that you make a plan and make sure you stick to that plan, and I didn't even listen to my own lesson, so I took a loss. I learned my lesson even more, so I won't make the mistake again. That's all this trading stuff really is. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make dumb mistakes because, like I said, it's all about your emotions and it's all about your mind. So your mind plays tough games. So the best thing that you can do is just whenever you do something wrong, recognize what you did wrong and make sure you don't do it again. So now I've really recognized that I need to stop predicting these plays. I need to react because if I waited until we got the break of 234, we had this nice little pop, and yeah, we pulled back a little bit to 228, but that would have been well above my risk level because my risk level was around 220. So I would have been down 10 cents, around $90 was my max loss, but my potential profit was around 35 cents. Am I doing that right? 45 cents. So very good risk to reward ratio. I just didn't stick to my plan. But you can see rest of the day it kept grinding on up, kept making U-shaped breakouts all the way up. Just draw out these levels of breakouts. You can see broke out, broke out, broke out. Here we had a small little double top and then a lower high, but we also got a higher low, so it was just squeezing into a wedge right there. Let me draw that out so you can see what I'm talking about. We got these higher lows here, and then here some lower highs. Broke out of that lower high, made a triple top, pulled back again, held support at this level right here-ish, around this level, broke out again, hit 280, had a larger pullback, but it bounced off of 256 previous support, and now it's just, I don't know what happened here in this 1 minute. Massive amounts of selling dropped from 288 to 251, so that's a crazy panic right there. But yeah, now it's just grinding. I wouldn't play it now just because it's up 100%. Um, you never want to chase a stock that's up 100%, because more likely than not it's gonna want to pull back, especially since it's a Nasdaq. If this was a OTC on some good news, I would say, oh, just 100%, it can still go up 1,000% because that's what OTCs do. But in the Nasdaqs, they don't run as far. So 100% is a very strong move for this stock. I would not be buying up in these levels at all. Only if we got a major dip to like 250 maybe, but not anymore because we've already had that big dip, and now we've bounced back up to the same level and we're struggling breaking $3. So if we can't break $3 and we keep making lower highs, I can see right now that we're in a channel right here, sort of in this channel, making lower highs and lower lows. So if this continues and breaks down towards the downside, then we're gonna have a very big pullback. So that's ECYT, sorry. Other ones, let's just look at EPAZ, see what that chart looks like. Just do some more technical analysis. So this is a very choppy stock, it seems like. Don't know really what it's doing. Had a very nice morning run. The best bet would have been to buy right here at this very nice morning U-shaped breakout. The best U-shaped breakout that you will ever find, and the one that almost always will have a very nice run, is if you can find a stock that has pre-market news, very good pre-market news, and it gaps up, so it has a small gap, makes a high of day, dips back down, and then it re-breaks the high of day. That's a very bullish move, especially if it's on volume like this one is right here. You can see a lot of volume came in on this break, and I'm guessing that this is a low float. Let me check. Not available. Float's not available. Okay. So yeah, most likely a low float just because of how much this moved. It moved from 1 penny to almost 5 cents in around 10 minutes. So yeah, that's a very low float. But yeah, no, the best breakouts that you can buy are the ones that have a morning gap on news, has a pullback, and then it makes a U-shaped breakout. Those always run very big. That's why I always look for these news plays, because that's a favorable pattern that I've been finding recently. Let's see if there's any other ones that are interesting as far as runners. Bring over my scanner here. Rose W is on very low volume for a Nasdaq, so I'm not going to look at it. Let's look at CATV. So CATV had a very nice morning spike. You can see this is the same exact thing I was talking about. Really perfect example for this video lesson. I'm going to make this video lesson all about breakouts now. So you can see this. I'm not sure if this was on news. Um, let me see. Excuse me. Where's my mouse? Okay. So no news, but they still had a gap up. Even if there's a gap up, makes a high of day, makes a U-shaped breakout, that's still bullish. News makes it go further, but even if there isn't news, there's still the momentum and the hype from day traders buying it and selling it. So you can see we had a gap from around $2.14 up to around $2.30. Made a high of day at $2.40. Dipped back down, bounced off of 223. Bounced pretty cleanly off of this 10 moving average here on the 2-minute. Made a breakout. Had a small spike up to $2.50. Came back down, retested this level, held it, spiked up even more. Another U-shaped breakout. Same here, another U-shaped breakout, slightly, not too clear. Another high of day here at $2.79. And then you can see these levels were acting as resistance as a stair step down. Eventually found support in this level right here, $2.45 ish. Continued back on up. Now I can see a very clear trend that's going up. Overall, it's a larger wedge. Let me delete these lines because you already saw them. Once it hit this level, it had a very clear wedge forming right there. We broke the high of day, but we have a very long upper wick. Whenever you have a super long upper wick like this on a breakout, it means that buyers are not confident with the breakout, so it's likely it will not hold and pull back. So I do expect this, mainly because we have such a big drop in volume, and considering that we basically have a double top here with a very long upper wick, that this is going to pull back. You can see right now it's starting to downtrend. We're getting lower highs and lower lows. So this run is probably done, but very strong run nonetheless. I think that's really it to talk about today. ITUS is up around, I just saw it, where was it? Sorry I keep yawning. I know it's not the most appealing thing to see on this video. I just saw ITUS. Up 10% again. Not again, I don't know why I said again. But pretty low volume. No, not really. Holding this 60 moving average level here, bouncing off of it right now. I wouldn't play this right now just because this is so late in its move that there's so many people that are trying to trade it differently, long and short at different levels. You can see volume has died down a lot from when it first started running, but we are bouncing off of here, this 260-ish level, 270-ish level. Other ones that I know have been running HMNY. Let's see how that's doing. Up 7%, still just slowly grinding up. Have a double top here at $14.17. If it can break 14.17, we'll probably get a very big short squeeze, because I can almost guarantee that a lot of shorts were looking for this level to get retested, and they place all their orders there. Let's look at the 1 minute, see if we can see any uptrending action. Yeah, we're look like it's gonna retest that level again, because we're on the we tested it in the morning. In the first 5 minutes of the market open, we tested it. Very big pullback, bouncing off of this $12.60 level-ish. And ever since, we've just been making higher lows. We spiked up, dipped back down, higher low, spiked up, dipped back down, higher low. and now we're just slowly grinding our way up. So expect this to retest the high of day today. If it breaks through the high of day, it will see a very, very, very large short squeeze. Um, you can see the Bollinger Bands are squeezing pretty tight here, and we're very close to the high of day. So that's a very, very bullish sign that this will retest high of days. So we'll see how that plays out. Other than that, though, I think that's pretty much it for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you um, have any comments or requests for future videos, please leave a comment down below. Um, if you stuck around through this whole video, please leave a comment saying trade in the right state of mind. I think that's 7 words. Sorry, I can't count. Trade in the right state of mind, because you can see my mistake today. I took a $75 loss because I was not in the right state of mind. So very important that you have your mind clear. Make sure you always get a good night's sleep before trading, and make sure that you wake up a good amount prior to the market being actually open, so your mind can, like warm up and get ready. I recommend at least a half hour before the market open. I usually wake up an hour before the market open just to have my coffee made, make my watch list, and talk to you guys on social media. So yeah, 7 words. What were the 7 words again? Trade with a clear mind, something like that. I don't know. I already forgot. My mind's not clear, obviously. I'll see you guys later. Peace.